Folks, welcome back to the Banditos podcast. I'm Maniac. I'm be joined by my guy Gatesy here, and this show is obviously sponsored by Cellino Plumbing and HVAC. If your furnace, if anything in your house needs looking at, give them a call, 6-8 Flush. They have your solution today. Also, through New York State and National Fuel, believe they are doing new furnaces. Check out a promotion. You might be able to upgrade something for essentially no cost. 6-8 Flush. Give them a dial today. But Gatesy, it's been much of the same for the Bandits these last year and a half here. It's just winning and keep on moving, winning and keep on moving.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of just Buffalo sports in general. I feel like our entire life, just winning, keep on going, business as usual. And Maniac, I'm not going to sit here and complain about watching the Bandits win feels like every week now. They're 8-1 halfway through the season. I'm feeling good about the team. Had targets on their back every time they play, and they're finding ways to win every single week now.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing I think you realize being a Bandits fan. I mean, this is a team that everyone knows is going to get their best shot. It's like when you're, Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkins are coming to town. Obviously not this year for, your best friend, obviously. For an example, but yeah, you're going to get your best shot every night. I mean, you look at some recent results, right? 15-13 win over the Toronto Rock, 19-14 over the Wings, 13-12 over those same Rock. Then a pair of 1-goal games against a loss in Buffalo against San Diego, and then a win at San Diego. So again, this is not going to be, we talk about the quest for the three-peat. That's why a lot of people think that when we put a label on it that we're assuming, we're calling it a quest, people. It is literally a quest. It is a journey. It is an odyssey. It is not easy, but these Bandits do have a way of making it look easy with them. And now at 8-1, Gatesy. Obviously, we'll talk about the second half of the year, but are you a little nervous with these first three kind of being, these first three after our whole stretch of bye weeks, basically every other week? You're nervous with these last three being so close as we kind of get into the grind of this next month and a half?
Yeah, I'm honestly, it's concerning from the fact that you'd want to really take advantage of, teams that aren't Saskatchewan who they're going to be playing on Saturday. We'll get to that in a little bit. But you have to think in the playoffs, they're not going to have these blowout games. You're going to have to find ways to win. What granted this team has done in the previous 2 years now.
Yeah.
But doing that on a consistent basis, I think is a really good thing. You're going to put your guys in high pressure situations. Are they going to perform defensively, offensively, see who's clicking? And, for a team that's looking to three-peat, on this quest for a three-peat, go on a deep playoff run, you're not so concerned on the game-to-game basis, but it's building toward that ultimate goal, which I think these games are really doing for the Bandits.
Yeah, it'll be interesting with this grind. I mean, San Diego Seals were obviously a team that came in with a lot of, positivity to this year. I think they were up in the top 3 or 4 favorites for the preseason rankings. They're now at 5-6, but yeah, they put the Bandits to their test. I mean, I would not feel overwhelmingly confident in a 3-game series against the San Diego Seals, and they're essentially the 8th or 9th place team in the NLL right now. So we've got a tight bunch in this NLL, despite the Bandits being an 8-1. And they're looking like, just like you alluded to, at the Saskatchewan Rush. We'll get into the game in a minute. But we're actually going to look even farther ahead, and we're going to look at the trade deadline. March 10th, I believe, coming up here, just about 12 days, away.
Yeah.
So we look at it. This is the way I look at it, and then I'll let you get into it with the trade deadline here in the Banditos. You got the offense. It's hard to really get any more offense. I mean, because if you add offense, essentially at this point, you're just saying we're taking opportunities away from Dane. We're taking away opportunities away from Josh. And then the trickle-down opportunities that you get for Kluch, Frazier, Deoga, obviously. So it's hard for me to imagine anything on the offensive side. With that said, I think you get your role players and especially a defender, a lockdown defender or two, just to kind of come in the, as a reinforcement. Again, I believe in the guys in the room. If they want to hold Pat, and if Tavares and co thinks that holding Pat is the best move for the roster, I just think there's no need. Like last year, they got Farrell to kind of upgrade the ability to win face-offs and kind of, get things going there. I don't think they necessarily need that upgrade so much, but I guess you could always get better, right, Gatesy? What are you leaning for as we head into this trade deadline, about 12 days away?
I'm feeling on the same page that you are. Obviously, the Bandits are their own organization, but I think out of the big 3 Buffalo sports teams, Bills, Sabres, Bandits, the Bandits are the team I'm most comfortable with at a deadline, hanging still, because they know what the move they made last year to win a championship. You're gonna have to win faceoffs, give your yourselves that extra chance to score goals, to get possession. That's what they did. And I think this year it's what you said, Maniac, on that defensive side of the field where, they're giving up 12 goals to the Seals. Like, they're giving up some goals here and there. Like, we know they're going to score. The Bandits are going to get you, 12, 13, 14 goals a night at least. It's just keeping the other team off that scoreboard as a little bit more, I think, could really set the Bandits into that another stratosphere of play. They're 8-1. I'm not going to complain. And there's a reason they're 8-1 is because they're good. It's just getting them that next level, which I think maybe a small piece defensively could really do that for them.
Yeah, I think if you look recently, it's been that first quarter. I mean, they've been allowing like
brutal
four or 5 goals in that first quarter, and then
Granada's on the bench.
Yeah, and then ultimately 4 or 5 goal. Less than 15 or 14 at the end of the game. So you see what the math is mathing there. Speaking of which, we won't need to trade anything for this Saturday. Saskatchewan Rush.
No.
We'll look ahead to this game as a preview. Gatesy 9-2 Saskatchewan Rush. Bandits are going on the road. Hard to imagine there will be a bigger hyped game than this. With how things will go down the stretch. You have the Mammoth at 6-5, but record-wise, you got to think this will be the top face-off in the NL all year.
Yeah, and this is hopefully a precursor too to what we see come the NL final season when you have these two great teams that really been dominant the entire season. Like, facing off, like, this is. If you're not a huge Bandit fan at home, you don't watch the road games, just go to Bandit Land to experience it. Get out to Resurgence this Saturday for the our party we're doing, watch along party for the Bandits Rush game, because this game is going to be a blast. You're going to see like really good lacrosse. Like, it's crazy. Like, as it sounds, the Bandits game, Rush game is going to be a prelude to, I think, what's going to be this NLL final, Maniac.
Wow. Yeah, there's very strong.
You have great teams. There's gonna be a lot here, I think, for fans to watch on Saturday.
Yeah, I think the Bandits are gonna have to bring it in at a championship level, and we are gonna need the fans coming to Resurgence Brewing this Saturday. So we will be hosting. Doors open at 6. Face off obviously at 7, but we will be having a Bandits watch party. We are gonna have exclusive souvenirs and memorabilia from Dane Smith and Josh Byrne themselves, signed. So you have exclusive memorabilia you can't get anywhere else, signed by the two players, the two head honchos from the Bandits. Obviously team effort, but come on, Dane and Josh get the sign. They have their own show from the team. With that said, we're going to have trivia and all kinds of games to play with that, as well as awesome times throughout the game. We will be working our very best to recreate Bandit Land in the top floor of Resurgence. So come join us. We got tickets in our link bio. Go hang out and come hang out with us to party, Gatesy.
Yeah, going to be a great time at Resurgence. So many great giveaways. And yeah, facebook.com, Cellino Plumbing for the event. You're going to want to be there because there's food, drinks, Bandit fans, and a ton of Bandit gear to give away. It's just really a can't miss event for Bandit fans.
Seriously. Well said. And speaking of can't miss, let's get into it. We got Saskatchewan facts. Okay, let me see if I can get my sit in the saddle here, Gatesy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a leverage on a situation. I'll explain it to you either way. You say either true or false, or you do the multiple choice option I got to you. But these are facts about Saskatchewan. These are facts about our neighbors to the north. Are you ready to strap in here?
Yeah. Known Saskatchewan fanatic, so I'm dialed in for this.
Okay, known Saskatchewan fanatic. Okay, first off, are the natives of Saskatchewan, are they Saskatoons or are they Saskatchewanians?
I'm gonna go Saskatchewanians. Saskatoon's the capital.
They are Saskatchewanians. That is correct. Okay, now this one, this is, I don't know if this is easy or tough. You tell me, but what percentage of Saskatchewanians speak English as their primary language?
What percentage?
Yes.
Wow. I'm guessing this is going to be a higher number, but I'm going to go with a solid first language, 83%.
That's fucked up.
Oh, whoa.
That's actually like scary. If I didn't just put this in the Chiron, like I didn't have this entered like 12 seconds ago. I'm saying you would have that's kind of crazy. Well done by Gatesy there. True or false? Part of Saskatchewan once belongs to the United States.
Whoa. I would say true. I think the 49th parallel came in a little later than that.
Yeah, part of Saskatchewan was originally in the Louisiana Purchase, an OG deal from the 19th century. Shout out our OG deal makers.
Yes.
Going on. And
Huge trade.
Last but not least, with the Saskatchewan Rush, true or false, won an NLL title their first year in the league.
The Rush winning their first title. I'm going to hammer that to go perfect basically on this. I'm going to go for true.
It's true. 2016, first year for Saskatchewan.
Wow.
So Gatesy is strapped in. He's ready to rush these Saskatchewanians, and we'll see if the Bandits can do the same when they go north this Saturday. But hopefully, if you're in the South Towns, you're going north, and if you're in the North Towns, you're going south to resurgence. With that said, winding it down here on the Banditos pod. Let's make a little movie cinema, Gatesy. So what we're gonna do here is if you could add any movie character to the Buffalo Bandits locker room roster.
Yes.
But he can't be a sports movie character because that would be like odd to me, I guess. I feel like my guy might be cheating. Should I go first?
Yeah, We'll turn tables your direction.
Do you feel like your guys could be cheating? Your guy could be cheating?
I just think he's a hardworking guy, so I'm gonna let you go first.
I have a hardworking guy as well. He was originally born in the early 20th century. So I am going to add Steve Rogers, Captain America, onto the Buffalo Bandits. He's a man. He's got great leadership abilities. I feel like he's going to be a great locker room guy. And if he can figure out, if Captain America can figure out TikTok, I think the Bandits could be one of the most followed teams in the U.S. So that's Steve Rogers would be my addition to the Buffalo Bandits.
Yeah, I like that pick a lot, Maniac, and really self-reflecting on the pick I want. We went in a little different directions, but the guy I went with is a true, nose to the grindstone kind of guy, a guy who I think is going to keep the Bandits really dialed into this ultimate goal, can maybe even pull a little Kansas City Chiefs underdog story when they are, the favorites for everything. I'm looking at a guy who can really rally the troops when they're at their lowest point, a real spark plug guy that can really take this Bandits to that quest for the three-peat. I'm taking, the brave little toaster. That guy could do anything he wanted for the Bandits. I think you throw him in the locker room and he's going to get these guys to that next level. He's a spark plug guy, get him in. And I think that's what the Bandits need. You see how they start slow, get a guy in that can get them going early in games, Maniac.
That is true. We need a strong start. I will say, looking at it, I'm just looking at the standings now. Bandits, the only team in the NLL to have allowed less than 100 goals. Every other team has allowed 100 or more. Bandits currently at 95
also have
goals against.
Games played.
Yeah, by
38 buys to start the week or start the year.
True. There is a couple of games there's one team where the game difference does kind of make a little difference. The Ottawa Black Bears, but yeah, the Bandits, they're just a sound organization. That's why they're at 8-1. Very interesting to see, and we'll see if they can take their talents north to Saskatchewan this Saturday. We hope you take your talents to Resurgence, but either way, thank you for taking your talents to the Banditos podcast this week, sponsored by Cellino Plumbing and HVAC. He's Gatesy, I'm Maniac, and it's just 3 words. Let's go Bandits. Let's go Bandits.